Hi everybody. Today we're going to be looking at health-related behaviour change because it's New Year and a lot of us might be committing ourselves to a resolution to change something and improve our health and well-being. Now, health-related behaviour change can be looked at as the everyday work of what health psychologists like me do. It's kind of our bread and butter. Um, and we can be considered experts in this field. So if you're looking to make and sustain those kinds of health related changes in your life, then you've come to the right channel. So, what do we mean by health behaviours? This is an interesting question because, as health psychologists, it's something that we conceptualise as biopsychosocial. And that means that all aspects of a person's life and experience are considered here as relevant to their health and their well being. And that health is more than just not being sick or the absence of disease. So, health related behaviour that we might look at as examples include things like the use of substances, including nicotine, tobacco, and alcohol, physical activity, and also our dietary choices, our diet. And so, just take a moment here and have a think about how those behaviours are both impacted and impact on our thoughts and our feelings, our social and our cultural world as well. And you will get a sense of how many variables that we as health psychologists consider when we're approaching behaviour change with our patients or our clients. So, although we might just think that making those changes is all about willpower or motivation and common sense, anyone who's trying to make those changes is likely to know how difficult it can be and how hard they can be to sustain in the long term. So this is why we study this stuff. And this is why we're practicing, because evidence-based research and practice can help people to be more successful, to make and sustain the changes that they want to make to improve their lives. So, what are the implications here? Well, according to a study in the Lancet in 2013, the examples that I just gave you of tobacco and alcohol use, dietary choices, and physical activity, all together, those account for almost half of all cause years of life lost in the UK, which is very significant stuff we've got going on here. So, what are the issues that we face? Where do we begin? Well, very often for psychologists like me, our clients come to us with multiple issues going on, and that can mean that they've seen an awful lot of health and social care professionals. They've sat in a lot of chairs, as I like to put it. So in health psychology, we're used to working with this complex stuff. We're used to working in an interdisciplinary way with lots of different types of professionals. So it could be that you might know where to begin. Sometimes our clients really don't, and they might struggle with readiness. They might struggle with sustaining willingness to make those changes. Or they might struggle with the motivation. They might find that hard to keep up as they go. Or sometimes what they'll do is they will try to address all of these behaviours at the same time and attempt a multiple behaviour change. This is what I call the classic New Year's Eve syndrome. I'm going to get fit, I'm going to become vegan, I'm going to give up smoking all at the same time. Um, so yeah, readiness and motivation and goal setting towards a behaviour change intention are all things that a health psychologist can help you with. So, my advice to you, if you're trying to attempt any of this kind of stuff, anything with health related behaviour change is to take it one step at a time. You want to pick one health behaviour change that you want to address and make your goals small and regular and achievable. But why? Well, because that is a really great way to keep your motivation high. Because if you do that, you are going to set those small attainable goals that allow you to find success in small increments. There's little milestones along the way. So as you do that, you're going to find it easier to adopt all the healthy habits that you want to adopt and maintain those changes in the long term or even permanently going forward. So another thing that I'd really want to encourage you to do, and I heartily recommend, is to have a look at peer support and social support as you're making those changes. Having supportive and understanding people around you, or people who are on the same road as you, can really help you to get to the place that you want to be. So that is another great tip for you when you're looking to make those healthy changes in your life. Now, I'm going to be putting up a few more videos about health-related behaviour change because I love this subject. And I'll be exploring some different aspects of that, like readiness to change, motivation and goal setting. So I'm hoping to cover those, but if there are any aspects of the subject you'd like me to delve into, just let me know in the comments section, or maybe you'd like to share your experience of a behaviour change. So go ahead and comment if the video's been useful to you. Make sure you like and subscribe so you don't miss anything on the channel. Thank you so much for joining me again, and I'll see you next time.